less. So I hope he's ready. But he also stepped in to help with many things going on in the club. Many of us know that he does flag building, and he's got an announcement about that real quick. But he's also stepped up to help out with Ryla and other things that we needed him for. So I want to honor him with a little gift before he gives his announcement and prayer. And this is a beautiful blue rotary balloon.
So my announcement is that we are going to build flags on Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30. I'll be there at 8 o'clock. If you can possibly be there early to help me get set up and we can get production. I went Monday and I disassembled probably 70 flags. And so we've got a lot of work ahead of us. We're just going to work an hour. So whatever we can get done in an hour is what we're going to do. And but we really need your help. The flags took a bit of a beating over the first part of this month with the various storms and stuff that we've had, which I don't know if you guys had, but we had a pretty good storm at my house yesterday afternoon. Pretty exciting. So anyway, flags Saturday morning. And also want to share with you briefly that I went to Mara Gas Mother's Memorial Mass Monday. Mother-in-law's Memorial Mass. And it was a wonderful event, and she felt affirmed and appreciated that Bob and I were there, and saw something that I've never seen before. I haven't been to that many, but the priest did "How Great Thou Art" on the harmonica, and it was cool. He's good. So anyway, remember who are. Let's go to God in prayer. Eternal God, we give you thanks for the blessings of this day, for the rain which is falling around us, which is so unusual on this, the first day of summer. We know the heat is before us, but if we get a little spot of rain, we can stand it. We give you thanks for all that this club does, for the leadership that we've enjoyed under Shane this past year, and for the new club leadership that's going to be inaugurated next week. We just ask your Spirit to bless us, to bless our work in this community, service above self, to bless this food, to take it to the nourishment of our bodies, and to keep us this day in your peace. In the name of Christ we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, please remain standing. Lieutenant Cody Jones, my Sergeant at Arms. I'm going to invite you to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, thank you. Please put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Blake, will you please come forward?
Yes.
You're going to use them.
Just to show those.
Yeah.
Oh. Some of you may already know that my dad passed away yesterday at noon. My mom just informed me that he was the first new member of this club. Joe Cleveland was a member of the old club, the downtown club, I believe, and recruited my dad to be the very first member of this club. And he was a member, an active member for about 60 years, and was made honorary president a few years ago. And there was no greater honor to him. He loved this club so much. But I don't know how much, I know you knew a lot about him. He was a choir director and an attorney and a pilot and a scuba diver and a world traveler. He did so many different things, but one of the main constants in his life was this club, and he loved you all so much, and I think he had close to perfect attendance all that time. I mean, he would travel to China, and he would go to the Philippines, or he would go to Europe. He always found a club to go and commiserate with other Rotary members, and he counted it such an honor to be a part of this club and a part of Rotary in general. And I think everything, it was a really peaceful passing, and he's in a better place now, and it's it was I was glad I got to be there. My mom and I were both there when he passed, and I can only hope to go the same way. So I appreciate you all so much. Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna do a song now, and it's "America the Beautiful." I was telling Shane that my dad loved the national anthem. He loved "God Bless America," but "America the Beautiful" was his favorite patriotic song. So if you would sing along, we will sing this one. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountains majesty, above the rooted plain. America, America, God shed His grace on me, and crown my good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Thank you very much.
And now we have our secretary, Donna, coming forward. Y'all may be seated. Donna has been a faithful secretary for us, and she came in a pinch with very little time to be trained. She had to learn on the fly and has done a wonderful job. I appreciate you so much. And I also have a beautiful Rotary polo to present. I appreciate your service on the board and helping to try to keep me organized. Thank you very much. Donna will now introduce our visiting Rotarian guests.
Okay, we have today Janelle Cobb, our Jose Cobb. Yes, Dr. LeBlanc.
Irving is here to renew his membership in our club. He was president of this club 45 years ago when Buddy Brown joined the club. I think it was what? So welcome back, our friends. Many of us know him, still here.
And you can please introduce your guests.
Sure, I have our family here today. We're representing both sides of the country. We have my dad, Gus Janetti, from the East Coast. Janetti from the West Coast. Happy to have them.
And we also have Hunter friends. He's one of our favorite. Yes. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt your meal there. Awesome. So as we continue, before we get to our program, we do have some special awards. And I'm going to invite Max and Plant to please come forward.
I was quite excited when I was asked to do these presentations today because when I retired as district governor, the one thing I still wanted to continue to work with was foundation. The foundation is what really drives me to be a part of Rotary. It is through foundation that we raise the funds to be able to do all the great things we do across the world. You're going to hear about some of that later in the meeting. But for now, I want to recognize our newest Paul Harris. Oh, I'm sorry. Paul Harris. And it is actually, there's so many different levels, sometimes I get my terms wrong. But the first one, Dr. Carr, will you come forward and please bring your mic with you? Because when you earn Colinas, it isn't just you, it is your family. So. It is with pleasure that I present to you your Paul Harris Email Certificate. Thank you for becoming a part of that team, and we look forward to doing more Paul Harris's on top of that. So, this certificate for you, and I'm going to hand over. I'll do that.
Oh.
I forgot to practice.
Sound good.
Sometimes they I know. I don't either. That's why I call them.
Hit it with your fist.
It's a. So that we have it. Oh, whew. Always be ready for the unexpected. I don't know if anybody over here can see it. I dropped the box and it fell right onto the certificate. The next presentation I have, I'm really excited about. Val, would you come forward? Why don't you just go ahead and bring your family with you? Oh, somebody's supposed to be taking pictures. Again, it's with great pleasure that I present to you your Paul Harris Centennial. So many good things can happen, and I know you've already been booked by the projects that are being done, and you have a love for the foundation just as I do. So congratulations to you on that, and have your ask your dad, can you?
See it for a minute. Now, in addition, if I may. Yes. Oh, you can hear me. Well, this is a special. I am very sorry that my wife, who was also a part of Paul Harris Fellowship, is not here to see this, but this is her Paul Harris Award that Larry took with her, and so.
Very happy to be part of the group, the Myers group that I've admired for so long. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Max. We're excited to have new Paul Harris in the club. And so that's always a treat to be able to make those presentations. Lieutenant Cody Johns, we had to get right into our presentation, so we didn't get to give him his gift, and he's about to have to leave. So, Lieutenant Cody Johns, in honor of your service, you have some really good beer. I mean, water glasses. These are the same ones that Linda got me, and I really like them. And I do put water in them most.
With.
Thank you all so much for letting me be a part of this group. It's been a blessing and an honor, and just to let everybody know, we've been blessed to stay another year, so I'm very excited to get to be with y'all again for a whole other year.
Very good. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We want to learn more about our program today. So to introduce our program, I have our very faithful and wonderful Terry Oliver, who serves both as program director, which she did a phenomenal job at, as well as our vocational services. So in honor of her service, we had wonderful programs this whole year, so thank you for that. And you kept things running, and you were a valuable asset on the board. So in recognition of your service, and as a thank you from me, I got you this beautiful pink Rotary balloon.
Awesome, thank you. And just so you know, you guys get to put up with me for another year, so I'm today, we're in for a real treat. We have Val, we have Max Plant, and Kathy Howard here, and they're going to tell us about their District 5810 Service Above Self Cruise. So please welcome these ladies.
Just in case.
Wow. First of all, it was beautiful and the weather was great. The ship was fantastic. And as far as the partners, sorry, all the my cruising partners were so much fun. But it was great getting to know them a little bit better. To let you know that we had a meeting, 3 or 4 of them, with everybody in the group. And there were 137 people from 23 clubs. I was amazed. I had no idea. And it was nice to hear what their clubs were doing. And they were so active. And many of these people have been all over the world at these conventions. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I was the first one to go to Rotan. These 2 ladies skipped out. But I think they had a great time. So I have a few slides or pictures. And the first one is that you recognize the women. And they're in front of a rock climbing wall that was on the ship. Oh,
I was working there. That is me in the bottom left corner. So.
okay, I think that's my question. Oh. Did you get mine? Remember, I gave it to you last week? From Facebook. Anyway, these are my fine cruising partners. Val, and she brought a friend. She actually brought two. One of them didn't say a lot, but the other was very verbal. And I enjoyed meeting him. And that was Jason. And Jason brought Goofy. And Goofy sat at our table every week. So you will see a picture sometime of Goofy. But the first school that I got to go to was a grade school. And we think of grade schools as being kindergarten through sixth grade maybe. But these are first grade through ninth grade. So the kids are a little taller sometimes. And I do have a picture of their classroom, and it's very dark because when you see the picture, you'll see that through the window is forest. And they have carved out of the forest this school. It's 2 stories, and it had a courtyard. And in the courtyard, these precious children performed for all of us. And they did a talk. There's Jason and Val, and there's Goofy at our table. And then the bottom picture on the left is when I'm giving them the banner. This one is for it. So you can see through the windows, the trees are right up against the building. But how dark it is. They don't have lighting in there. They have to go during the day. In the next slide, we'll show you through another. And these students were actually working while we were there. This is when they performed for us. And at this particular school is where we donated books. When we first got there, we went inside this little office, and they had one bookcase. Might have had 5 shelves. And they were so proud of that bookcase. But they didn't have 3 bookcases, and they were going to call it a library. And we had taken books. The boxes of books were already there. We got them. And these children performed for us. This is the second school. Again, 1 through 9. But these students are only studying English. The other school was all Spanish. This school was English. I don't know if you can zero in on that sign, but the sign says, the Rotary Club of Rotan, in partnership with the Rotary Club of Prestonwood, District 5810, Texas. It was donated to this school in April of 2023. So it had just gotten. They were very proud. The next slide will show why they're so proud of it. The whole system was to collect rainwater from the roof, and it goes into those tanks. And now they have a bathroom in their school. I don't know where they went before, but now they have water in a bathroom. Now they do have to pour it down. They don't have to flush it, but they do pour it down. And they were so proud of it. You can tell them. You can get a tour of it. Needless to say, it's very dark in there. Get no lights. So I didn't get a picture inside. But I saved it. Next one. This is at that same school, and the tank is back there under that, near that red wall. These children are listening to the
Sunny Sharma, who is, he was our Rotary International President's representative to our district.
Right. And he spoke Spanish very well. So when he was talking to the students, it went backwards. I mean, little Spanish, little English, because these are the students that are studying only English. Next slide says, we're having a good time. But I do want you to know that little girl on my bus gave each one of us one of these. I don't know how much this is. I can't read it, but it's also great because there are so many people there who can't see, but they do learn Braille and, well, I talk about it. And after we finish that ride, this is your banner from row 10.
Thank you, my dear.
Yeah, Debbie? Thank you.
So our club participated in the grant for the hygiene kits for the girls in Cozumel. So that here is Max working. They're waiting the books as they were going out to the different locations, the two different service areas. We did service in Roatan and also these are the books that were included in the backpacks. They're teaching the children English so that they are better able to work in the tourism industry on these islands and speaking English and the restaurants and such. So they're happy to have these books that otherwise would have landed in a landfill here. They were very welcoming. Children were so excited to see us, and the Rotary Club from Cozumel as well. This is a project. It was a computer project that apparently was done several years ago by one of the clubs in our district. And what I love about it is that it is sustainable. They are still using these computers after several years. So I think that's one of the requirements or suggestions for the grants is that they be sustainable. So I just love to see that. And it was really great. It was the Club of Greenville that had done that. Yeah. There were several projects. This one was in Cozumel. We did, well, they planted trees. I don't know what kind of trees they are, but that was one of the service projects that part of our district group did. So, again, trying to make them more self-sufficient. These are the girls opening the hygiene kits. They did a presentation on both islands. More hygiene kits. They make them here in Texas. They have, it's a nonprofit and they have groups all around. Actually around the world, there's next. There's Abby explaining to girls about questions that they had. It would be really nice if we were all involved. I think there's a couple more. This was a blind girl being held by Sunny, who was our national representative. This girl is blind, and they donated, one of the clubs in our district created a grant, and they donated a braille printer to her family. And, they handed the cash right there over to the Rotary Club to be able to purchase this for her. Then, the mother was crying. She was just so very grateful to change the life of the family that girl. And then Subby actually went to his pocket and pulled out some cash for uniforms for this girl so she could attend school like all the other kids. And there's a picture of the braille printer. And we were able to exchange flags with the Colinas Rotary Club. So we have this. And for your children's shade, they gave us little bracelets and such from Roswell, no, from the Rotan. So we have these.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So that computer lab that you saw in Cozumel was actually donated, and I went to the ceremony for it 6 years ago when we had the Rotary cruise. And there were a handful of people from this club that were on that cruise as well. So sustainability is definitely one of the requirements anytime a grant is received through Rotary Foundation monies. And that is so that we can be sure we don't buy this equipment, put it in, be it water wells or computer equipment, and then they don't have the wherewithal to keep it upgraded and work it. So absolutely sustainability is important. Well, all my life, whenever I was working, my job was to provide statistics, not the pretty pictures of what the projects were. So that's what I'm going to do for today too. We really did have a great, successful trip. There were, in Rotan, 209 boxes plus 70 backpacks carrying 14,433 books, weighing 5,173 pounds delivered. We had 106 Rotarians and other family and friends for a total of 139 participating in those donations and service projects in Rotan. Yes, that's true. I was not at the project in Rotan because I got an opportunity to zip lining. If you ever want a different program on zip lining, I'll be glad to do that one. But I had never been to Rotan before, and I wanted to take advantage of being a tourist there. The thing that really surprised me about it, though, is I've heard of it for years and how beautiful it was, and all these cruises down there. I look forward to going. Beyond the cruise ship terminal, there's not much there to talk about. And I was amazed at where what we view as a luxurious location has not much at all. Moving on, in Cozumel, we had 261 boxes plus 40 backpacks with 9,585 books weighing 5,579 pounds. 88 people from our group, yes, I did show up without me. As did Val, enjoyed 3 tours and lunches, 3 tours and lunch prepared with the local Rotarians. The thing that is so mind-boggling about that, our cruise was on Royal Caribbean. Our cruise 6 years ago was on Royal Caribbean too, so we have this working relationship with them. 6 years ago, Royal Caribbean delivered all these crates of things for us. This time they had a full cruise ship and they said, we don't have room for everything that you're bringing. So all these, the majority of these crates, especially those that went to Cozumel, were delivered free of
Carnival cruise lines. So, well, mid-Carnival is usually my first choice, but if you get a chance to do business with Carnival, we were most appreciative for them helping us out. Their cruises got that material to Cozumel the day before we landed, so everything was in place and we could just go off and do our service projects. But really a great shout out to Carnival for that. While we were in the islands, we painted a kindergarten playground in Roatan, built library shelves, planted trees, handed out hygiene bags that our club helped provide. We covered all 7 Rotary International areas of service, and I've got a map bringing all those 2 islands together on how much we delivered, but I'm sure I can you the statistics by now. But it was a great trip. A lot of really good work was done, and a lot of people who were on it were so moved by what they saw. They're thinking about just doing trips on their own and following up and trying to continue helping. So, thank you for this opportunity, and continue sending your dollars to the foundation.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for representing us and sharing your experience with us. And we're very thankful for that. As we continue, I do have a few minutes. I'm going to make a couple more presentations of gifts, and then I'll save the rest going forward for next Thursday. And we'll have a few more opportunities. So at this point, I would like to give my thanks to Jordan for the ways that he's showed up and helped us run our meeting smoothly behind the scenes. He does so much on social media. I think one time he was telling us there were 1,300 views for one of our Rotary meetings, and many of those views come from different countries. So it's really cool that we're able to get our name out that way, and we can still use your help. So anytime you see on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, LinkedIn, whatever you utilize, if you like and comment and share, that just helps us get the message out even further. So please remember to do that. Jordan, thank you so much. I've heard that these are only supposed to be used for water. So, these are 4 Rotary and loss glasses. I have them in my house, so I hope you enjoy this right here. Good, I don't have to carry those around anymore. So friends, we also have a few more, but we're almost at time today. So I do want to make sure that I get to recognize Val. A mouth full, so I can pay you ladies back. But at the same time, I'm so thankful Val, you stepped up and helped with things that weren't necessarily under your foundation share role. You've been an integral part of this club, and someone that I can always count on for board meetings and helping out when needed, even with flags and various things that we do here in the club. So from the bottom of my heart, Val, I want to thank you for keeping things moving this year, and you also Dr. Farwell, while you're here and Janelle could witness that we didn't forget you, we do want to make a presentation to you as well. We were able to keep our commitment to Family Promise largely because you stayed on top of us So that was one of our big service projects throughout the year. We were able to host cleanup and do a service project in club, which was a huge goal for us. And we were able to participate with many of our partners in the community, both to help them in service, but also to make special donations to them. So Dr. Dora, for all the things you do, not only did you lead us as service chair, but also were integral in helping with flags and many aspects of Rotary that happen behind the scenes. So I present you a lovely blue polo. Awesome. So we are officially at time, so we'll do the rest of our presentations. There are more board members, but we'll save those for next week. That means you guys gotta come back. We have the exciting installation of Lázaro as our club president, so. Giving you a hard time next year. Are there any very quick announcements for the good of the club that we need before our next meeting? Hearing none, everyone, please stand. Past President Crystal Stanio, will you lead us in our four-way test?
Please join me in the four-way test of think, you think, say, and do. First,
is it true?
Second,